Look at this really fun flower dangle. If you are interested in figuring out how I made that and want to make some more, stay tuned because this video is going to be all about me showing you how to make these beautiful dangles for our junk journals. I've been watching videos for Mass Make March, and Craft With Me is the channel, and the link is in the description, did this project, and I just loved, and it looked like so much fun. So that is what we are going to do today. Look at all the fun stuff I'm going to show you how to make. The first place that you start is what are you going to put in each one of your frames. So I'm going to show you what I've chosen and then how I put it in the laminating pouch packet. So the first one that she talked about was using Tim Holtz collage papers. Now, you can see how old these are like probably 15, 20 years old. You cannot get this anymore. Tim Holtz did collage. He still has collage papers out, but they now come in like cut sheets. So here we go again. I'm going to use up all my old stash. So I've got all of this. And let me show you, wasn't it cool that it came like in a wax paper thing? See how it's translucent somewhat. There's the right side of it, okay? Not translucent. I don't know what does it, it's not opaque, which means you couldn't see through it. But you can kind of see my fingers through it. So what I did was I pulled out one of the pieces and I put that whole piece into my pouch and laminate it, and then I'm just cutting out sections. So any kind of collage paper works. Now, the other thing that I bought last year from Temu were these really cute little, I don't know what they call them, little ephemera pieces, and they're actually stickers. So I guess it would be called stickers. And when you take the backing off, they become, they let light through. So I went through and picked. Now, some of these made them into a tag, so that doesn't really work because you're going to probably get cut off. So I picked out ones that I thought were really pretty, and I laid them all, and I'm going to show you in a second. You just lay them all, again, inside your pouch. So, and you don't really need a lot of space in between because you're going to cut directly on that square. So here's some additional ones. So one pouch I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I did like 14 of these. So if you have any of these, and they maybe come not from Temu, maybe you have them somewhere else. You're looking for something that will let light through. That's the whole point. You just don't want a piece of opaque paper because then the reverse side wouldn't look very good, okay? Then the other thing you can do is you can use, as you saw my examples, these, let me get this out again, hold on. You can use dried flowers. So maybe you have a collection of dried flowers. So all I did with that was, again, I used a pouch and I laid these dried flowers in little kind of a small arrangement. And I didn't make them for this. I made these a while ago for a different thing. And so if you have this is from Amazon. And I think, I can't tell you how much it is, but see, they come in these little packs of dried flowers. So that's the other thing that you can go ahead and laminate to make dried flower ones, okay? And then, of course, I asked myself the question, how do I make this about faith, Diane? Well, again, in my Colossal Ephemera Kit, I have a couple pages of Bible verses. And I had printed these out on clear sticker paper. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and laminate these. So I sat here and I picked out of the huge stack that's in that kit. I picked ones that would fit within my frames, okay? So just kind of, basically I did it this way, to be honest. I laid this out and I went, oh, okay, would this fit in there? Kind of fit in there, but you're going to lose some of them. So I may have to make a slightly bigger one. This one, yes, this one would fit in there. So see what I did? I just pulled those out. This one would definitely go in there. It would go in a circle one too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I use these, how to use laminating pouches. So these are the things that I'm going to laminate. And it is connected on one side and open on the other. And so you just basically open it up and you're going to peel the stickers. And hopefully, yeah, oh, look, that one came right off. And you're just going to, you know, put them in a, give them some space around them. Now, because these have a lot of words and stuff like that, and they're larger than those other pieces that I just did, you're going to need more space around them. There we go. Okay, so there's one. And so I'm going to put all these on one, even though there'll probably be a lot of dead space that we'll throw away, but that's okay. So there's another one. So we'll put that there and get the rest of it off. There we go. Let's put a couple more on here. So I'll have them ready. I'm not going to do them all on camera. I just wanted to show you how easy this is to laminate. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, you need a laminator to do this. Well, I take that back. You don't actually need a laminator. You know what you need? You just can have some acetate, or you can use that really wide packing tape, and you could make your own that way, okay? There's always a workaround. So when you watch somebody's video, including mine, and you say, well, I don't have all that equipment, and she has all that stuff, and I don't want to buy it. You know, I'm not telling you to buy anything. If you're like me and have a lot of stuff, then this is like, oh, fun. I get to make things with the things I've already purchased. There we go. We'll put that one there. And I'm going to put that one on there because I might have a different cutter, different set of dies. So I made it easy on myself and I laminated, but again, you could do this with the tape, as I mentioned. Of course, now this one wants to be difficult because I'm on camera. Hold on, come on. Here we go. There we go. Put that one there. And then I have one more. Not sure if I should put that on there. Let's try. We'll see if it works. And again, the beauty of having digitals is that that doesn't work. I'll just go reprint them. So then you're going to just do that, and then you're going to run it through the machine. So I'll be right back. This is how you prepare your outsides, right? The part that we're going to cut out. So the trick is you have to have dies, metal cutting dies, that are a set, right? So this was that big circles that I bought a while ago to do the spinner tags. And so I've chosen this size that will give me, the outside will be, this is what I cut this one on, those two together, okay? And then I use washi tape. And then this large one, this actually has an even bigger part to it. These are really old. This one is a really old set. I couldn't tell you where I ever got these, but you have to have a set. So cutting one, unless you're gonna cut by hand, makes it a little bit more difficult. And then this is the other set. Again, these are way old. Now, what I use is I use a Sizzix magnetic platform whenever I'm doing my die cuts because it just works much better. So the sandwich that you make is that you use the magnetic platform. You have to put down a cutting plate. You're going to put that, and you can't feel it or see it, but this immediately gets stuck down. And then you put a clear plate on top and run it through your machine. And my machine's on the other side of the room. I don't think you really need to see that. I do have an electric one because I can't do that crank anymore. So I'm going to go cut these and then I'll show you. And then when you cut it, you have to do it twice. So you have to make sure you have enough paper because this is 2 pieces of black paper. So I've cut the circles twice, okay? So I'll be right back. Now, I run it through my machine. I said, I have the Sizzix Big Shot, the electric one. I run it through, and I've got a reverse, and then I reverse it, and then I put it all the way through again. Now, let's see if this works. Now, here's why you have to do it so many times. Can you see how this is kind of like bent? These don't last long. When you invest in doing this type of stuff, you have to buy these constantly. I do have the magic mats, but I have to warm them. I need to warm them up and bend them because they're really bent. Okay, let's see how that goes. Looks like it did a really good job. So we're gonna punch out our circle and save all the parts that we're cutting out because we can use those for other things. So there's my first circle. There we go. That's gonna look great. So there's my 2 parts for that. And I leave this taped together so that when I do the second one over here, it's the same sizing. So let's see how this one went. And this all came out good too. So again, running it through on the seat, look, it just totally missed that edge. That's the only negative of some of this stuff. Oh my gosh, didn't even do the edge. So now I'm gonna have to sit here and cut it. And this is why I wanted to show this to you, because even if it's an electric machine, sometimes look, still doesn't even work. Let's cut that off. Okay, now I can sit and trim this. Now, when I run it through again, I'm going to make sure that I really get that edge done, because I didn't get the edge done, did I? There we go. Oh, wow, I should have cut it looking at it this way. What did I do? Well, we're going to have to make this work. I don't know where to trim that off. We're going to trim off the excess like that. Okay, now let's punch these all out. Let's see. Pull them apart. Didn't do that whole side. How frustrating is that? You don't want real thick paper. I can tell you that. Okay, that's going to work. And you see why I had to do the 3? Because if I didn't, oh, I take that back. I didn't need to do 3, but that's okay. I've got them now anyway. My point being that now I'm going to make another set of these, and then I've already did 1 cut, but I'll have 2 of those for the smaller size and that. And then this is my extra piece. Okay, so it's going to work out. So I'm going to now go cut. Yeah, I got to go trim that. We're going to cut some more of this exact same paper. So again, you have to have enough paper to run this through, as I said, because I need 2 of these and 2 of these to make that. So I'll be right back. So I've run it through again so that I have all my pieces, and I decided to put it more in the middle and see it cut it out much better. And I ran it through 4 times actually. And I think that depends on the paper. This is a good weight. It's not double-sided, so. Okay, so now we've got 2 of those, right? And that's gonna be our 1. And we'll put these pieces to the side. And we'll take that circle out, and then this one's ready to do it again. So we're basically sandwiching something transparent in between the pieces. That's what we're creating here. So let's get these ready to go with their second part. And yep, that came out well. Let's see. This time it cut because I put it in the middle. So that's another secret. I keep trying to quote save paper, and then that just messes me up because I have to trim it and then it's not going to be the exact same. And so, okay, so here we go. There. So now see how we can make the big one and we can make the small one and the circle. Okay, so there's our part. So let's set all that aside. And this is what it looks like when I ran it through the laminator. And now what I sit and do is I figure out which one goes where, now that you kind of got that done. So let me get back in camera. Okay, let's get over here. And I think I want this tall one, Be Anxious. I think the whole thing goes in there, which is great. Now, do you see how much I need around there, right? So what I'm going to do, this one I may not be able to use because I might not have left enough space around it. So you know what would be really good if I did it like this. Then I can tell. And this is the manipulation, but the fun part, that's okay. So let's put that, it's gonna go, oops, has to go over just a little bit so that we get the do not be anxious. There we go. Okay, see how I need it around there? So I'm going to trim that. Okay, we're getting closer. Yeah, I think I shouldn't have put that one so close. But it's okay. Like I said, it's just paper. Oh, where do I cut to get in there? So let's just go along the side. Yeah, definitely, that one's not going to work. Okay, so we've got this one. I'm pretty sure this one's going to work. Now, this is how I do this. You can do it a couple of ways, I've learned. If I glue this right on there and make sure that it is, you know, where I want it to be, that all my words are showing, then I can trim with my scissors before I lay the backing on. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that's a lot of wording. We want to make sure we get it in the right spot. And I'm just using my glitter glue. Totally works. So you're just going to put your glitter glue all around it. This is another obviously mass make, but it's actually really fun. I sat here last night and did this for about 4 hours. Of course, I had the TV on. I'm just listening to TV or listening to Christian music. That's the two things that I do mostly. But it was just fun to sit here and make this. Okay, now let's make sure we get it laid on here correctly, that it's all in the plastic, which I'm pretty sure that is. And then we've got it as straight as we can get it. Let me get a little wipe. Oh, so I bought myself some new wipes the other day, and I wanted a smaller container to sit on my desk, and they had a fragrance, lemon. I went, oh, that'll be really nice to have some lemon ones. Oh my gosh, that was the wrong thing to buy, because the lemon scent is so strong. Okay, we are going to just set that there while it dries a little bit before we go do any cutting, because I think it'll slide. Okay, let's see what we're going to put on this one. Now, did we get any Christian words that might go in there? Nope, that's too wide. That one's too long. That one's not big enough. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to show you how we'll use one of these. That'll be perfect. So here we go again. I lay it on top of what I think I want to, you know, put together. And it's just a matter of preference, what you're going to see and what you're not going to see. Oh, I like that one. I think that one's really pretty. Okay, and with these, you can just basically cut them right on the edge. They're much simpler to do that. If there's a little bit over, it doesn't matter. So you can put more of these on a page because they have to go on the smaller set, to be honest. So, okay, so let's do that. Yes, that looks really nice. I like that a lot. That's going to be so pretty. Okay, that one works. Let's put the glue on that. So as I watch all the other crafters videos, and they teach me so much, and then I get to make fun things, and then I get to share that with you of how we can add faith to all the fun things that other people make, right? I see them all have these really fun dangle toppers for this bottle. And I bought one of something like this from Etsy a couple months ago. And it didn't even last like 3 days. The pin bent and I couldn't rebend it. It's like it totally broke, which did not make me happy because it actually cost me a lot of money. Now, I have a ton of beads. So last week I decided, okay, I'm just going to buy myself the right pins, and I'm going to make this myself. So I'm so excited. Look, I made mine. I made it all pink and white, and it's really fun. We're going to let that one set too. Because I was able to add my Christian charms. I was able to add Imagine, I Love Jesus. There's the Holy Bible on it. So now I don't lose my pin, because in the past couple of weeks, every time I lay that pin down, just a regular pin, I can't find it on my desk, especially when I'm doing a mass make thing when my desk is just full of stuff like it is right here, right? Yuck. Okay, so we've got those two. We're waiting for that. And then we've got one more set with this paper. Now, let's see. Maybe we could do one of the other wider Bible verses. Oh, look at that. That one would look really good. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast. Oh, I like that a lot. Let's see. Or may the words of my mouth. That fits. So this set of circles fits a lot of my verses. Now that tall one would not work. Okay, which one do I like? I really like that heart. I think it's perfect in the circle. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that one. And I think we have enough around it that it will work. Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to try this time? Let's glue it on here before I cut it. Maybe that would be better, that I won't waste so much of the other ones. Maybe it'll make it easy. Well, we'll see. We're going to experiment and you get to watch me. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. That looks good. Wipe off. So the only trick with this is you want to keep your glue off the rest of the acetate, you know, because it'll be cloudy then. Oops, that needs to come up just a little bit. Let's come up a little bit. There we go. Now I think I got it right. Okay. And we'll let that one dry also. Okay, so these should be ready. Now, that one is looking good. So the only thing that I need to do is, this is where you need a little tiny pair of scissors to go around. And this is going to be hard for you to see because it's clear. So I'm going to continue to just keep cutting these. So cut that off. Now I'm trimming mine before I put the backer on. I guess you could do it the other way too. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if I can trim it this way. So hopefully this is a chance for you to use up all of your little scrappy things, because these little books, okay, they came in a set, like 6 or 8. I don't know. I paid hardly anything for them off of Temu, but I never use them. I forget they're there. I don't really use them. So I was excited when I saw this, because I went, oh, that's a way to use up my stuff. So I'm always happy to use up things that I already have without having to buy any more. Now, this is the way the back looks. So it's somewhat translucent, right? But this is the front, and that looks a little bit better. But I think it's still really pretty. I think this worked really well. Okay, that one's done. Liking that. Okay, now we have to trim this one. This is going to be a lot more trimming. So do you have dried flowers? I did not have any. I had to buy some. But again, I bought this a couple months ago for looking at a different project. You know, I made the spinners. I wanted to put some flowers in the mid. Before I made the spinners, I was making circles in the tags. Excuse me. I didn't make a video on that. And that's where I wanted to put the dried flowers. But again, I only made 1 or 2, and I didn't make enough. So the whole point of, I am just so excited for this Mass Make March. I did not choose to, quote, participate in the beginning of the month. And as it turned out, I've been participating because I watched all the Mass Make March girls and they're making the best things. And I'm so excited because that means I've got ephemera already created and ready. And so that way it's so much easier to make a journal, make a folio, you know, whatever little junk journal we're going to make. And I have all this stuff ready to go. And then all I'm doing is auditioning it and putting it together. That just makes it go faster. Now, you're probably saying, well, why do you have to go faster, Diane? Well, you don't have to go faster. It's just that for me, this is me. If it takes me like a really long time to finish something, if you heard me on my video the other day, I have a rule: I cannot start something else until I finish what I'm working on. Well, if you get tired of it because it's taking forever, it feels like it's dragging on, that to me is what I have relieved myself of. Meaning, now I have enough ephemera made so that I can just sit there and have fun creating whatever kind of style journal I'm going to make. And then I get to actually finish it and put the ephemera stuff in it, and I'm really happy. And that just makes me happy. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so of course they don't cut perfectly, but that's okay. Oh, these are looking really, really good. I'm excited about those. Okay, let's go over and do another one of this. Now I am going to cut this close off the big sheet. And we'll set that aside. And I'm going to use my little scissors and go around. So I'll be anxious to hear, what kind of fun things do you have that you can use inside a piece like this? Do you have dried flowers? If you've bought any of my kits and printed it on clear sticker paper or on vellum, this is how you get them to the almost finished stage. The next part is the fun part. We are going to put some eyelets in the top. Okay, hold on. Oh, here, look at that. Already that quick, and it's already stuck. Yuck. Hold on, I got to do this before I walk away because then I won't be able to use my glue. I love art glitter glue. I don't like the delivery mechanism is really a lot of work. There we go. Okay, now it's nice and clear. Okay, so we've got that done. So now we have these three complete, and we're going to finish them off the way I did with these. So I put a small grommet in the top, right, an eyelet, and then I've used chain. So I wanted to buy just some plain like silver chain. They didn't have any, or couldn't get it for weeks. So I got this little kit, which I thought would be fun to add some color, and now I really haven't added color. I guess on the next set we'll do that. Okay, so this next step is really simple. I'm going to punch the tiny hole from my crocodile into the top. Let me get it centered from my eye. Okay, so there's one hole. Now these two are really nice because you get some extra space to do it. You're going to see on the circle it's iffy, but it works. I make it work. Okay, so we've got those done. And we're going to add one on the top to this one also. So I kind of go almost into the plastic, to be honest with you. Okay. Now, I don't know why, but it does that every time. It punches that small hole. And you would think it would match these, but it doesn't really. I don't understand. So I just have to kind of loosen mine up a little bit to get these little teeny tiny ones in there. There we go. So I just do this. And did you notice I fixed the shaking on my desk? Yes. It turns out this is a big table, very sturdy, foldable table. And it turns out that on the bottom of them, they have levelers. And I didn't realize that. So I was sitting there going, this is so frustrating. What am I going to do? And so I looked down and I went, oh, all I have to do is fix the levelers. So I was able to level it right out. And happiness is now where I'm at because it doesn't shake. I reorganized my whole desk area a couple weeks ago. And I actually added a second table here. You can't see. I'm going to have to take a picture and show you. I had a small computer stand that could go up and down because my back was bad a couple years ago. And so I sat that to my right. And then I had a kidney-shaped glass top table that I got at IKEA 11 years ago. And that's what I was doing all my crafting on. Well, it really wasn't big enough. And then the workplace wasn't big enough either. So I decided, wait, you have that extra table in the garage. Go get it. So now I have 2 huge workstations here, like in an L, which works really great. Oh, you know what I just looked up and saw? Look at this. This is washi tape that is stamps. These would look really cute in one of those little ones. Yes, they would. Okay, I'm going to end up using all my black ones. I have some of the bronze coming, but I don't know when it's coming. Okay. Oh, well, let's do 2 like that, and then we're going to do a bulb pin, because with the bulb pin, I can add a fun charm to it. My charms do not go through this bulb pin stuff. There we go. Now, isn't that just like the coolest thing? Look, it's so pretty. Okay, there's one there. Let's do that, and then let's do, as I said, we'll do a bulb on the other one, because I can put some charms on. And I had bought this whole set of keys. Are they on my desk? No, I'm gonna have to go get it out of my little stash place. So you can just use a bulb pin on it too, right? Whoopee, come on, there we go. So there's 3, so we've made an additional 3, right? So let's look at all of them, and you can see the styles and the things that you can do. Okay, so we've got the circles, which look really great. And so what I've done is this, and oops, did I have another one? Yeah. So these 2 are using collage papers. Now, as I said, if you want to use collage papers, Tim Holtz still has some out. They just come in a different way, but you could do the exact same thing, okay? And then I used dried flowers. So I have quite a few of the dried flowers. And you laminate the dried flowers on a sheet and leave some space around them. And then you just trim them out. But aren't they just so precious, you know, with the pearl? And I put the key on there. I love that. And then there's the bigger one with the nice key on it. There's another set with another key, okay? And then you can use any kind of sticker or paper that is, you know, kind of translucent. And that's what I did for this set, okay? So I've used those really fun, and see, I used the bulb pin and added some little words or a bead. Okay, so that's the other way to do it. And then, last but not least, and most important, is let's make them directly about faith, and let's use the Bible verses and things that I have in my kits. Again, this is from the Colossal Ephemera kit. If you have not gotten that yet, you're missing out, because that's why it's called Colossal. I put so much stuff in there for you. You got all your Bible verses. The Colossal Kit is really designed for you to add faith to existing type of junk journaling projects that you have. So there is some fun stuff. And then what do we do with it? Where do we use it? Let me just show you a quick example. Move everything away because I have it all piled up on my little desk here. So here's one way. This is my Soulful Spaces big book of ideas. And I just attached it to this with the little pink thing. Doesn't that look so pretty? See, that's just a little pretty flip. So you can, I'm gonna probably put more, but now I just have a stash of really fun dangles. Dangles of flowers, dangles of just fun grunge stuff, and dangles with Bible verses. So please like this video, and I really hope that you have some of this stuff and you can make some of these fun dangles. I hope that you share this video also, because when you share, you're getting the chance to share the good news of Jesus Christ. And I hope that you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I hope that you're enjoying seeing how you can infuse your junk journaling projects and time with time spent in God's Word.